So, hello YouTube. I'm Dante. T-O-N-T-O. You can call me either one. It don't really matter. Hold on a second. Let me change this track back. Shout out Sunny Digital though. I've been rocking with this track of yours. It's SRGOW. I guess you're gonna roll up the grandma wax. Well, that's fine with me, my nigga, because I'm rolling up them planes. So, whenever you're ready, man, let me know. On some real serious stuff though, man, I'm really here to do music, man, and this channel is for that, but I haven't really recorded anything, so if you can't hear me, excuse me, because I don't really know how the quality is gonna go. But I just want to really get on here, man, and let me pause this music real quick, and let me just change up the whole mood and the whole vibe. I just really wanted to do that. So first off, and now, still Taylor Gang all day, every day, but I want some movement type stuff right now, and I really want to play this track, man, because it's really true. You know what I'm saying? Whether we look at it that way or not, it really is truly true. What's going on in this world right now? And I seen this on, I think it was Instagram maybe, but see, now they ain't even let me pull up the track. So I don't know what the discrepancy is on that, but anyways, back to my channel here. Give me a second. Because I really want to play this track, you know what I'm saying? Because it's about us African Americans in America that's suffering right now, and I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna pull my towel off and stuff because, I don't want people. It's a movement. You can run your movement however. You feel me? I respect it. Respect whatever movement, but it's one of those movements where you gotta actually step aside and actually understand what it is that we sit here trying to move for. And people don't understand that. Like, I don't thoroughly understand everything that's going on, and I'm not gonna sit here and pretend I do and try to make it like, oh, everything is perfect when everything really probably ain't. Well, it's really not, We see African Americans getting gunned down in a passenger seat of a car in front of a child and a woman. You see people getting gunned down and getting beat up and beat down and brutalized because of what? I'm African American and I have a son of my own. He's 4 months old, man, and I love him to death, and I'll do anything and go up through the ends for him, And I'm pretty sure every man out there that has a child or a little boy, a little girl, whatever, in America, I understand. I don't care if you I don't care if you're African American. I don't care if you what your race is. I know you stand strong for your kids, but the message that I'm speaking on is really about what's going on with African Americans right now, because a lot of people we're not understanding, man. I can't speak for everybody in every hood, but I can speak from what I see. And in my area, man, I'm not going to sit here and make it like, hey, this is a bad neighborhood, man, because I live in an area where you don't hear gunshots. You might hear a helicopter every now and then. We live in a city limit where, if you hear a gunshot, they coming, They coming to find out what it is. Like I said, you might hear helicopters every now and then, hospital runs or something, or you might hear jumbo jets in the air, or you might hear something like that. But the brutality, man. That's what my message was. The brutality. That's real, man. Like, it's really going on. Like, it's really happening right here in front of us. Just like I'm sitting right here in front of this camera, it's really going on. Every day. Maybe not every day. But isn't it enough that you got people killing people? You have not just officers, I'm gonna call them that, killing people, but you got the ones sitting beside you that say they your brother, the ones that say they gonna ride for you, the ones that you stand on the block with, or the ones you go to the movies with, or the one you go shopping with, the same ones that sitting there trying to kill each other, man. And at a time like this, man, when we getting ready to switch over presidents and stuff like that, the elections this year and stuff like that. I'm not a big election person, but I vote, just because it does matter. Just like what's going on right now, Black lives does matter. I mean, I know it's actually hashtag Black Lives Matter. I'm not dumb, but in my own interpretation, that's how I feel, because we do matter. And with my generation being the age that I am, and there is no generation between. I mean, there is generations in between from my parents to me, but that generation is on the generation of, when everything was a little bit different. Like, I mean, things were bad, but in the same sense, things were not as bad. It's like police brutality still happened. It happened in '92, man. I wasn't even born yet. And I seen that shit on, I mean, it's history, yeah, I know, but what really brought it back to me is the other day I was watching Straight Outta Compton. And that was in the beginning, After, I mean, what was it? I believe it was. If I'm not mistaken, I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, excuse me. But I know it's, it was something about that in Straight Outta Compton, so excuse me. Which I think I'm right. Because there was a video of Rodney King on there being beat. So yeah, that's where I'm going with the whole message, man. I don't care if you're on the West Coast, the East Coast, in the United States, or in a whole nother state, man. If you support what you support, man, support it. And at the end of the day, man, who's to tell you otherwise? Just like if, I wasn't even born when the shit happened, when stuff like that was going on, when it started. And I mean, you gotta think about it. African Americans it goes all the way back to slave time, man. And people don't understand, like, African Americans haven't had it easy. Excuse me when I say black people, because I mean, we do matter. But African Americans haven't had it easy. And I'm not speaking on a sense like, oh, well, I've endured slavery and stuff like that, civil rights movements and stuff like that. But me being who I am, I've also realized that you have to understand that to be able to understand the world we living in today. And that's the only thing I'm trying to give a message out to. Like I said, I'm gonna quote this artist, man. His name is Waka Flocka, and I'm pretty sure y'all know him, because everybody know him. So he was like, he can't stop problems in his hood, which, that's understandable. One man can't stop trouble in your whole area, in your hood, or in your city, or in your town, or wherever you come from. One person can't stop that. Because if that was the case, I'm pretty sure one person would have been there and tried to make that stop. Just because, man, no matter where you come from, if you come from a rough area, you come from a straight area, it don't matter, man. You always gonna have problems. And to see somebody next to you taking out somebody that was on the other side of you, it really kind of hurts, because you're like, damn, man, we supposed to stick together. They're already trying to take us out because of who we are already. I mean, and it's not even just them trying to take us out, man. It's us trying to take ourselves out, because our weakness as an African American, and that's one thing that it's always been centered. No African American should be better than no other African American. And African American men see it that way, because once one man gets a little bit more than the next man, that next man is out to take out that other man, because he has a little bit more. And that's where we fall short. And that's where we fall short as men, trying to show our kids, or trying to show our nieces and nephews, or if you old enough to have grandkids, or you old enough, I mean, whatever the situation little brothers and sisters, whatever the situation may be. Like, you got to understand, man, like, they need to understand what it's really like for us to be sticking together. Because who else are they going to stick with? If they growing up, and if they at this age where they not knowing who to stick with, they're going to be quick to turn their back on their own people. And if you turn your back on your own people, that's your business. You know what I'm saying? But me being who I am, I'm never going to turn my back on my people. I don't care. I done have family do me dirty, do worst of worst, but I still never turn my back, because that's family. You supposed to stay there for your people. And that's what my message really is about right here, right now, is sticking together when we supposed to. Some people don't understand, like, some people are sitting here saying, like, oh, well, you know, some people are blowing this out of cover, or some people trying to be an activist, or some people trying to be this or be that. No, it's not even about that. In the bottom, in the small sense and in the small print, yeah, some people can say that. But take your magnifying glass and you put that up to your face, like I just put my face to this camera. Excuse me, it might be a bad view, but whatever. But if you put it up like that, if you really take a magnifying glass and you read it, the big picture, man, you will see it in smaller print. Is we supposed to stick together, man. Don't have one person trying to teach one thing, but then have another person trying to teach something total different. But then also that same person that was trying to teach one thing is also teaching the opposite of what the next person is teaching. Because if we're working together, why shouldn't we teach the same thing? I mean, you might have a different view. That's fine. Everybody has a different point of view. That's an opinion. Everybody you are entitled to it, just like you are entitled to your freedom of speech. So with that being said, I don't mean no disrespect when I say this, but Donald Trump, I gotta speak on it, because if you're not gonna step up on this issue and you trying to be a president for this country, that should be one of your focuses. How can I stop all this brutality? How can I stop this negativity that's going on in this world today, in this country? Don't worry about what other countries are doing. Other countries have they high ups for that reason. So you mind your business over here, and they mind theirs over there. I respect all countries, man, because of the simple fact. Hey, man, I've been in this country since I was born, man, and I ain't never left this country. I've left this state, but I've never left this country. And, you know, I don't talk down on nothing. So, bottom line, before this video goes out, because it's 12:26, and then I'm at 11:50, I'm at 12 minutes, and it's bleeping on me now. So let me speak on this before I say anything, before I finish. If you don't support anything, support Black Lives Matter, because we really do, man. And if you don't understand nothing else, man, ask somebody. I'm pretty sure there's somebody standing right next to you or on your corner or in your city, in your state, that can tell you what it really means to support something. And if you don't stand behind this, if you don't stand for anything, stand for that. And stand for yourself. TONTO, thank you.